everyone, today let's explore some more famous temples of Bangalore. Before starting the video, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. Shri Ranganatha Temple. This temple is located in Chickpete, Nagaratpete. To reach this temple from Bangalore, it takes about 3.5 kilometers. For parking your four-wheelers, there's not enough space near this temple, so it's better to bring two-wheelers. This temple was built in 16th century. It is said that this temple has been built by Cholas. In this temple, you can take the blessings of Shri Ranganatha Swami and Shri Devi Bhudevi. The speciality of this temple is that you can see a very unique stone art. Let us know which is that unique stone art. In this temple, there are 4 unique pillars for which the sculptors have attached a wheel-shaped stone, which similarly looks like a car's wheels. This indicates us about the advanced technology that was there many years ago. If you ever visit this temple, you can actually rotate this wheel-shaped stone on one of the pillars. There are 4 such wheel-shaped stones here, but we can now only rotate one of them. In order to protect the stone art, Archaeological Survey of India have protected it by plastering the stones by cement. It is believed that in earlier days, these wheel-shaped stones were the indication for treasure or any secret messages, or maybe if there's any secret door hidden. Research on this temple is still going on, but researchers have confirmed that this temple is from Chola's period. It is believed that the Lord Ranganatha Swami present in this temple is very true to devotees and blesses everyone very powerfully. You can also see fish carvings on walls of this temple. That indicates that this temple was built by Cholas itself. You can also see Telugu and Kannada inscriptions in this temple. If you are interested in seeing this wonderful stone art, please do visit this temple, Anima Temple. If we are staying in Bangalore, it's mandatory to visit this temple because it is believed that goddess Anima, who is present in this temple, is protecting Bangalore. This temple is located in the heart of the city, that is majestic Gandhinagara. To reach this temple from Bangalore, it takes about 3 kilometers. Parking near this temple is really hard because this is a very crowded area and there is no space for parking. You will have to park your vehicles a bit further from this temple. It is said that this temple was built in 10th century. The goddess Anima is believed to be very powerful since many generations. The speciality of this temple is that the goddess Anima loves children. This temple will always be crowded. Especially there is a belief to bring small kids to this temple. If small kids are suffering from any sort of diseases or fever or any sort of poxes, they are specially brought to this temple to take the blessings of the goddess Anima. And it is believed that all these diseases would vanish if they ever visit this temple. Especially, people would pray goddess Anima. If their wishes will come true, they would give curd to Anima or leave a living animal to her. From praying like this, it is believed that goddess Anima would listen to her devotees. Until date, thousands of people visit this temple to fulfill the prayings they have made to this god. There's a particular place in this temple where you can see stone statues of goddess Annamma. It is strongly believed that here Annamma stays forever. That's the reason thousands of people come here and pour curd mixed with salt. From doing this, Goddess Annamma would listen to their devotees and fulfill their wishes very soon. There's a small folk story connected to Goddess Annamma. Come, let's know that. It is said that this temple is about 500 years old. Earlier, many years ago, this place was covered with thick forest. Here there was a small fruit garden also. One fine day, while a man called Muniswamappa will be crossing this fruit garden, he will hear a very divine voice. After hearing this divine voice, he will stand there only for some time. He will also feel that there is a divine power present there. At this time, he will think of building a temple here. After this, he builds a goddess temple and calls the goddess as Hannamma. Since she was there in a fruit garden, she was called Hannamma. In Kannada, Hannamma means the goddess of fruits. But now, as gradually time passed, people started calling this goddess as Annamma. Karekallu Anjaneya Swami Temple. This temple is located in Chamarajpete. To reach this temple from Bangalore, it takes about 5.7 kilometers. For parking your vehicles, it's a bit tough because this temple is located in a very crowded area, but still it is better to come in your two-wheelers. Also, it is better to take local transportation. It is believed that this temple was there from the period of Kempegowda. Anjaneya Swami present in this temple was installed by Shri Vyasaraja. The Anjaneya Swami present in this temple looks really beautiful because both his feet are adorned with the ornaments and also he is wearing a tight dhoti. His waist is adorned with decorative belts and ornaments, which also includes a small knife, and also having Saugandhika flower in his left hand, and the other hand shows Abhayahasta. That means he always blesses his devotees. His two wrists are adorned with bracelets and wristbands, and also he is wearing a sacred thread called Janivara on his chest, and also his hair is tightly tied and he is wearing a crown. The god present here looks in a grand appearance. During the time of Kempegowda, soldiers would keep their weapons in front of God Anjaneya Swami and take his blessings. Interesting part is that there's a secret tunnel way beside this temple. It is said that earlier, during the time of Tipu Sultan, soldiers were traveling to Mysore and Srirangapatna secretly through this tunnel itself. But now this secret tunnel is not accessible and it has been completely closed by a big rock. It is believed that Karekallu Anjaneya Swami is very powerful. His tail is in the form of Hindu symbol Omkara. In the middle part of Anjaneya Swami idol, there is a Shri Chakra. From this itself, this god has extreme powers. Shri Chakra is a complex sacred geometrical symbol for worship. There is a small story connected to this temple. It is said that this temple was taken care by Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wadayar. Earlier, the place near this temple was taken care by Pallegaras. Palegaras means small kings who takes care of their villages. During that time, Wadayar had named a village king called Lingaraju to this place to take care of it. It is believed that this village king Lingaraju has developed this temple very much. During those days, the place beside this temple was surrounded by garden. That garden was named as Akkayamana Tota. In the middle of this garden, there was a large black rock, and on this rock, there was a Anjaneya's carving. It is said that Wadayar, after seeing this Anjaneya Swami, started building the temple. During Saturdays, there will be special pujas going on in this temple. This temple is mostly an unexplored temple to Bangaloreans, and it is also a must-visit temple. Banashankari. This temple is located in Banashankari. To reach this temple from Bangalore, it takes about 9.4 kilometers. There's decent parking space for your vehicles in this temple. You can actually park your vehicles in the second gate of this temple. There's a small story connected to goddess Banashankari. Come, let's know that. This story takes us to 1915. During this time, there was a great devotee of Badami Banashankari goddess. He had great devotion towards goddess Banashankari. One fine day, a main priest of Badami Banashankari temple gives a idol made of 5 different metals to this Basappa Shetty. It is believed that Basappa Shetty bought the Banashankari goddess idol to Banashankari present in Bangalore and installed it on a Shri Chakra. And also there's a small folk story connected to this temple. Many years ago, devotees pray very heartily to Badami Banashankari goddess that it is a bit tough for them to visit Badami Banashankari temple because it's very far from their villages, and it's very tough for them to visit her because there will be many people who are poor. So they prayed Badami Banashankari to come and stay in Bangalore Banashankari and bless all her devotees. Since then, it is believed that Badami Banashankari has also come to Bangalore to bless her devotees. Another speciality of this temple is that special pujas go on to goddess Banashankari during Rahu Kala. According to Hindus, Rahu Kala is said to be inauspicious time. But still, why in this temple is goddess Banashankari being worshipped in Rahu Kala? There's also a small story connected to this. Many years ago, 5 married ladies visit this temple and asks the main priest to do puja in Rahu Kala. And then these 5 ladies goes a bit further and gets disappeared. From this act, the priest believes that these ladies were the goddesses and from then starts doing special puja in Rahu Kala. Another speciality of this temple is that thousands of devotees come here on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays to light up lemon lamps. It is strongly believed that from lighting these lemon lamps, goddess Banashankari would fulfill all the wishes of her devotees. And also people who haven't got married or has no kids yet will visit this temple and light lemon lamps and then offer it to goddess Banashankari. You can actually buy lemons and the things which is used to light the lamp in front of this temple. If we are Bangaloreans, this temple is a must visit. Pranayakala Veerabhadra Swami Temple. This temple is located in Gavipura. To reach this temple from Bangalore, it takes about 6.2 kilometers. There's enormous space to park your vehicles in this temple. This temple has a history of 1200 years. The speciality of God Pranayakala Veerabhadra Swami is that usually you see Veerabhadra Swami having 2, 4 and 8 hands, but in this temple you can see Veerabhadra Swami having 32 hands, also holding 32 weapons in all his hands, wearing garland of skeleton heads. You can see him in a posture after killing Dakshayagna Prajapati. Once Veerabhadra Swami comes in the dreams of Chola king and says that in Gavipura Guttalli there's a self-manifested stone statue of mine and I'm staying there, and says to the Chola king to build a temple for him. It is believed that Chola king only carved all the 32 weapons in Veerabhadra Swami's hands, that too very neatly. You can also take a look at Nandi's stone statue in this temple. Earlier, Veerabhadra Swami was also in such a shape. Then Rajaraja Chola made the carving of Veerabhadra Swami so clearly. This temple is also known as Gautama Kshetra because it is believed that the great sage Gautama had meditated in this temple. In this temple, Lord Anjaneya is also present as a devotee of Lord Veerabhadra. You can see Anjaneya Swami carrying a Shivalinga on his right shoulder. You could have seen Subramanya Swami in many temples, but speciality in this temple is that you can see Subramanya Swami with his wives Valli Devasena and also with his mother goddess Parvati. Another speciality of this temple is that there'll be special pujas going on Tuesdays because it is very auspicious for Veerabhadra Swami, goddess Parvati, Anjaneya Swami, Subramanya Swami in a single temple. So it is considered to be very sacred, and it is believed that if people who haven't yet married should visit this temple on Tuesdays and get all the blessings of these gods present in this temple, and surely they shall get married very soon. So you can see goddess Parvati with Shri Kanteshwara. Shri Kanteshwara present in this temple has been installed by the Chola king. The reason behind calling Shri Kanteshwara in this temple also is that Mysore Maharaja came to this temple and worshipped the Lord here and called him as Shri Kanteshwara. Since then, this Lord is known as Shri Kanteshwara in this temple. After many days, Kempe Gowda installed a goddess Parvati's idol in this temple and also did a welfare festival during Kartika Masa. You can also visit Gavigangadhareshwara temple, which is a few steps away from Pranayakala Veerabhadra Swami temple. The speciality of this temple is that Ganga always stays beside Lord Shiva in this temple. In this temple, you can see a small water flow of Ganga beside Lord Shiva. Since Lord Shiva is in a cave temple and also beside him Ganga is present, so he is known as Gavigangadhareshwara. Gavi means cave and Gangadhareshwara means Shiva carrying Ganga. Also, it is believed that the Shivalinga present in this temple was installed by great sages Sage Bharadwaja and Sage Gautama. Later, it is said that in 16th century, Kempe Gowda renovated this temple. Another interesting part of this temple is that you can see two caves which leads to Kashi and Shivagange. Many years ago, two boys had went inside this cave but never came back. But now these two caves are not at all accessible for public. But still it is believed that inside these two caves, sages are still meditating. On Mondays, special pujas go on in this temple, and also there is enough space to park your vehicles.